Okay, so here we go. What we got? We have 9 runners. The first 1, 2, 3, 4 are of interest. You can see the favourite here has just drifted past the 4 mark, which makes that one of interest. The favourite is not particularly strong in the market, and the 4th favourite, which is off the screen, has come in quite a long way there in the last few minutes. So we'll see. I think I'll trade the favourite here. Because it does... I've got the feeling it might keep drifting out. So depending on what happens here now, I might stick a lay trade on it. Just as a bit of speculation here. So I'll place one more trade there just to offset this red a bit. I'll do another one just in case it gets taken. And if it shoots through me, you know, it's not a big deal. I'll stick a stop loss here. And if it goes through the trading range, then you know I'll just accept the loss. But I will leave this for now and see how that goes. I'm trading the lay side purely because it looks quite weak. You can see it only has 36% of the matched bets. It's quite a large field. There's lots of other horses in the same price range, and both the 2nd and the 3rd favourite are on top of the ranges. So I'll keep trading this like this for now until I see something that makes me change my mind. So I'm looking for the 1st and 2nd and 3rd favourite to come in, which is not happening at the moment. But I'm going to hold my position and see how this goes. And remember, I've set my stop loss. I've already accepted the potential downside. So if it comes down and touches my stop loss, then that's okay. Like that's just the risk I was willing to take in this race. And because I have an edge, I know that 80% of the time I will be correct. And as long as you control how much you lose, you will be fine. Because you'll always end up winning more than you lose. So you can see now the 2nd favourite's coming in. And I'll repeat the process. I'll do the same again. If you want to learn to trade the way I trade, then click on the link in the description. And it will take you to what is, in my opinion, one of the best training courses online on how to trade the horse markets on Betfair. So the horses are now making their way down to the start. And like I said, I'll just keep doing this because I personally think this is going to drift. It might take a few minutes, and you can see it's just sort of stagnating here around the 4 mark. But in the meantime, I'll just keep scalping it back and forth. Because you can see the market is solid. It's almost £300,000 matched. So this isn't going to run away from me. But if it does, I've already got the stop loss in place, and I've already accepted my potential downfall here. So there we go again. It's been taken. My £25 has been taken again at 3.95, and hopefully it will get matched on the other side here, which I think it will. Just wait there a few minutes, and you can see the 3rd favourite is now coming in as well. So hopefully now there's some money coming in for the 2nd favourite. And at this point, I know it's very tempting to start putting more money on the lay side to try and offset this red. But just don't do that. You set whatever loss you're willing to accept, and just leave it at that. If you start adding more and you are wrong, then all you're doing is doubling and doubling and doubling your losses. So make sure that you control your staking amount and control your potential loss, because that is the only way to ensure that you always end up with a profit. Because sometimes you're going to be wrong. It doesn't matter who, what, where, when. At some point you will make a mistake. So you can see my trade now, you know, it's not going great, is it? I'm not in a huge profit, and you know, because the market didn't go where I thought. It's just completely flatlined, and my entry wasn't great. So now I'm in a negative position. And as the horses are now lining up, you can see that my horse is at the front here, which is not good, because obviously that's not going to help my price. So at this point, I'm just going to cash out for a small loss, and that will be that, really. But I'm just going to turn the volume on here so I can hear the commentator. But you can see the horses are faffing around here, so I've still got a few minutes to go. But I will hover my mouse over here so I can get out right before the off. So you can see now it's about to touch my stop loss here. And there we go. Okay, so this is a good example of, yes, I got it wrong. Okay, not a big deal. Yes, I could have made more money by scalping out some more profits. But what my point was in this video is not to illustrate that, is more to illustrate how to manage the amount you lose. Because when I use £25 stakes, my average profit is around about £1.50 to £5 a race. Okay, it just depends on, you know, it depends on the market. But I know that 80% of the time I will be in the green, not in the red. So if I have a loss on one race that is somewhere between £1.50 and £5 per race, I'm not bothered, because I know the next 8 or 10 races I will get 8 out of 10 correct. So, but I can only achieve this by controlling my staking amount. Because on this one here, had I kept laying and hoping to scalp out more money, I would have had a run of, because I started up here, remember? So I would have had a run of 1 losing trade, 2 losing trades, 3 losing trades, because I wouldn't have touched every single one. And also the worst case scenario there is that the price shoots right through me, and then suddenly I'm in, you know, a £10 loss or a £15 loss. So it's important to make an emotional connection between your decision, the amount you're potentially winning or losing, and the fact that you have to remember that even when you know the market well, you will get it wrong sometimes, okay? But the only difference between a profitable trader and a losing trader in the long run is that a profitable trader knows when to accept that they were wrong, but they also have stop losses where they have a certain amount of money that is the maximum they're willing to lose, because they know that if you get it wrong, you get it wrong, and it's not a big deal. You just suck it up and move on to the next race, because you know that your edge will help you in the long run. So if you want to learn to trade the way I do, then check out the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.